Alrighty. What it do, everybody? We are back yet again. Hunters Association podcast. JD, Trent, JC here. Yeah, we missed the last one, but life happens. Un- Unfortunately, shit happens. But regardless, we're here now. 4 chapters to cover. Um, I'm kind of excited, man, because although we kind of missed, it was kind of a good thing we missed because the previous chapters didn't really have much. But now, as a total package, we kind of get to discuss a lot of stuff. Um, but what do you guys think about the last 4 chapters? Just in totality, do you feel like it's better now that we kind of have like a good bit of chapters that actually make sense all together instead of just if we would have did a pod last week, it would have been kind of like what the hell's going on type thing.
Yeah, as far as a total, I guess both stretches, or to answer both questions, it's better that we have a full kind of like, oh, not the full story, but a few, a good set of chapters to go off of.
Mm-hmm.
But as far as solo in general right now, fire. I think it's given, it's restored my faith right now in what this could be. And it was a little shaky early on.
I remember. I remember.
And right now, it's given it's giving okay. Like this is higher stakes. This is some mystery. What's going on? I'm intrigued.
All right. So Trent has turned the corner and has found a new lease in life when it comes to solo. What?
Yeah, dare I say we back?
What dare we say? Okay, all right. JC, what about you? Do you feel the same way? Because I know you was on the whole nepo baby thing and stuff. So are you in agreement with that? Have we turned the corner for you, or are you still kind of like he's still nepo baby? Woo all the way.
Oh wow! I'm not gonna go full nepo baby right now. It's there is something out there that could be pretty nepo baby, but you know what? It's better. We're giving it a chance.
Mm-hmm.
You're reading it. You're excited about it.
Mm-hmm.
I don't want to be too negative on it because it's taking a different turn. It's trying to do something a little bit different.
Mm-hmm.
I still got my doubts.
Okay, give us the negativity, man.
Yeah. Go ahead and give us the negativity.
Well, one of the descendants is literally the S rank.
Okay,
but that don't scream nepo baby. Like I'm about to give you an S rank right here.
Something is gonna happen. He's gonna get nerfed. Something.
He's got to get nerfed. Everybody's been nerfed, right?
Mm-hmm.
Asil was an S rank. She got nerfed. Gray started off, weak, so that's fine.
But what if he's not though? Because eventually Igris was overtaken by Beru, and then Beru overtaken by Bellion.
No, this is true.
So
I mean, it doesn't have to be, but your main enemy right now is an A rank hunter. So just giving him a person who is superior in every way doesn't really that it's going to intimidate him or just going to kill him or I don't know.
Taming him, whatever it happens, I don't know. But typically when we see people, they were already reset in strength, no? Or maybe he has to, or I don't know. He'd have to die and maybe be brought back for him not to be as strong, right? Because anybody else, like Asil was already nerfed when she came back, right? She didn't get nerfed upon joining the contract. She was already like, well, I don't know.
Right.
What if, and of course we are completely going to the very last chapter that came out today, but what if when Suho clears the dungeon, it pretty much nerfs him what because the dungeon is now cleared. And this could all be headcanon what I'm about to spit right now, but bear with me. Alright, so what if a mutt is actually getting power from said dungeon that he's in? And once the dungeon is cleared, he ends up getting nerfed and probably maybe drops down to like let's say a C or B rank.
Like maybe because the undead soldiers, or because like the field, maybe like a field type advantage thing. He's
Yeah.
getting his. Yeah,
Well, what y'all think about that?
like a tomb.
Right.
They're gonna have to explain that one.
I mean,
yeah, it's like why? But yeah, because why though? Because it's like if he's not really connected to the dungeon, but again, maybe his powers are. Maybe he's from that same monster realm, and he was just maybe he's from that realm because didn't he say he was like a humanoid and was like trapped up? I know we're again skipping around here, so maybe he's actually from the dungeon and was like turned.
I remember
Maybe
the
I
giant
believe it.
monarch being chained up like this, but he couldn't get out.
yeah, the giant
guy's
monarch
able-
couldn't get out.
Yeah, giant monarch couldn't get out. This guy can just snap his chains anytime he wants, but he's just restricted.
Yeah.
Right.
So
Which is like why you probably chain him just so he doesn't run rampant immediately. But it seems like he does that on his own will. So it's like should just put the field up. But
True. Well, I guess let's start from the beginning, which was 25, and let's work our way to this so we can get these theories going. So 25, we come back to the mystery gate that we stepped into from the Shadow Realm. End up in Egypt, where we have a gate, and we have the Scavenger Guild. Shout out to Thomas Andre, JC favorite hunter. And we have, what was the other guild name? Was it like the Reaper Guild or something crazy like that?
yeah, I think you're right.
Yeah. So pretty much Scavenger Guild, they got I think old boy was an A rank, right? And the people from Reaper, I think they was like B. So
we are now 25.
Yeah, 25. So pretty much Reaper was there first. Scavenger like, I don't give a damn, I'm about to take this shit. And pretty much all hell broke loose. They was like, well, fuck it, we're gonna fight for it. I'm not even gonna hold y'all, bro. I forgot Thomas Andre's guild was called the Scavenger Guild.
Yeah, I was like, who were they?
I'm not even gonna hold you. When I was reading, I was like, okay, Scavenger Guild. Whoop, didn't even cross my mind that was his guild. Didn't even cross it. Well, was I the only one?
No, you were the only
Like
one.
I wasn't super surprised, so I think maybe inherently I knew we'd see somebody. But how do you guys feel about his return or maybe his potential? What if you think he's also going to get a Jinho memory awakening?
That's a good question.
And like help Sinnoh, like he's already got a prophecy, so he's gonna. So I guess the first question is dumb because like he's probably going to cross paths with him at some point in time. But so I'm thinking he's gonna get his memory back.
I guess it really just kind of depends on. Well, I mean, I guess it depends. Do we have to get the master key from Beru to unlock him, or will he just like automatically have it?
I don't know. Maybe okay.
He has the key already, right?
Right. Yeah. Does that key disappear?
Yeah,
That's a good. Well, that's a good question. Is it like a one-time use?
Mm-hmm.
They never did say, I guess.
Yeah, they left that open-ended, so they could ask for that at any time. But
that is true.
But I just don't see. I think it's going to be that because what's the other alternative? The only alternatives are he grows his own relationship with him and starts rocking with him, which I still would think would eventually lead to like him putting the pieces together. I don't see them, or he wants to fight him, which is like, in this case, they're not gonna let him get don't let him get two ass whoopings.
Yo, I was just thinking that when you said, or you can find, I'm like, bro, how messed up of a character? Like, what did you do to the author to make him be like, not only did the dad whoop your ass, I'm about to make the son whoop your ass too.
Sit you down. Yeah,
that's some mad disrespectful stuff. And don't let him be a nation rank this one in this series as well, and he get his ass whooped again. That would be disrespectful.
Because if they fight, what was I gonna say? If they fight, Thomas Andre has to win. He's got to win.
I guess it depends on when they fight.
Just for the story's sake.
It depends.
Okay.
I don't want to see Thomas Andre take 2 L's.
Okay, are we talking about Thomas Andre has the same personality as the original series?
I'm assuming he does. Like, I'm assuming he's got close to it. He looked the same, like the same.
I mean, he just looked older, but
Did y'all remember?
I mean, he is older technically.
The only reason he fought Jinwoo was because that one guy that went from Korea to America.
That's true. Old boy
He
brother,
said, hey,
and yeah.
Yeah, he's like, that's my property, and you killed him, so therefore I gotta get it back in blood, and it didn't happen like that.
However,
Right.
technically,
At that same time.
technically, the same thing can go about it this time. Where old boy went, he died,
Yep. Mhm.
and yep, same thing can pretty much happen.
Yeah.
That's what I'm thinking. He's gonna assume that somehow Suho did
responsible.
something to him. Yep. And
Because of the prophecy.
Mm-hmm.
it might be one of the situations where, like, Thomas Andre is about to, kill him or something, and then he pulls out the key. It's like, okay, remember this? What happened? So don't kill me. Type situation. Like, yeah, get your memories back, please.
The ass pull up the key to save your life.
Yeah, just remember my
And
dad.
remember,
was gonna
Thomas
come
Andre
back.
was quick to shut a nigga down, so he might not really need too many excuses.
Yeah.
Hold on, before we go past this chapter,
Mm-hmm.
did we talk about how he all of a sudden got into a dungeon that was already inhabited by 2 different guilds? Like, it doesn't, like, usually when you get like a red dungeon or something, it's like a totally different world.
Mm-hmm.
But this is just a regular dungeon, apparently,
Yeah.
that he just happened to get into.
Mm-hmm.
How'd that happen? The system just
Took him where he needed to be.
Yep. Pretty much.
Which is, it's funny you say that, because I was like, what was our mission before this? I can't remember where we were actually headed to.
The only thing we was going to take a break, really, because he wanted to go hunt more goblins or more creatures in the shadow realm. And Gray and Isil was like, yo, we tired, fam. And he was like, bet, we're going to take a break. And then next thing you know, the gate appeared in the shadow realm. And he was like, well, fuck it, let's go through. And that's where they ended up. So we didn't really have a mission. It just opened up in the shadow realm, which we don't know why gates are opening in the shadow realm. Because even Beru said this has never happened before either.
so.
And then we got an urgent quest to go through.
So y'all still not seeing a nepotism here? I mean, just a little bit. Not really.
The only
But,
reason
I
I
mean-
can't necessarily say that is because even
Take it to where
though
it need-
even though
Wasn't supposed
Jin created the system for him, could it be some outside work that's also controlling the system or is taking over the system?
I mean,
Yeah, we don't know
Great.
the
great
we don't know the
descendant.
full things of it. But and here's the thing: if you're gonna say that, Jinwoo is technically a nepo baby as well, because he was really just the vessel to get what's his name, Ashland or whatever that nigga's name was back. So the whole thing was set up for him to succeed, just like this is for his son.
I mean, you're not
just-
wrong.
Technically, that's true. I mean, if you want to put it in that light.
I'm just saying he's meeting descendants left and right.
That's true. I don't-
A seal somehow just pops out of nowhere. Then another one. I'm not sure we got his name yet, but
Which one? You talking
I
about
don't-
Gray?
no. Great and Seal, we got names for them. The newest one.
A mutt.
A mutt?
Yeah, a
A
mutt,
mutt,
or
yeah,
a
a
mutt, a
mutt, yeah,
moot,
a mutt.
however you want to
Yeah.
pronounce it. Yeah,
You know what I'm saying? This is all of a sudden this third one.
yeah.
I will. The only thing I don't like about that is
Mm-hmm.
we didn't see that monarch before, right?
No.
The Iron Body
Yeah, Iron
Yeah.
Body. We didn't see Iron Body, did we?
wasn't that the one that was controlling old boy that pretty much got murked? Like I forgot the dude name, but he was in Like he was in his home, and the other monarchs came
the
in.
blonde one.
Yeah, him. What wasn't he?
That was
Wasn't that him?
Yeah, I think you're right. Yeah.
Which dude? The
He-
slim dude?
Yeah, he was pretty much off screen.
The slim dude with the cape or the purple guy? The
Like,
guy
he-
with like a
This guy had on a robe. He was
Yeah.
like, it is in
Yeah.
like the white robe. He
Yeah,
pulled up on Homeboy in his crib. Is that what you're saying?
Yeah.
yeah. All of them did, but it was, Iron Body didn't get that much screen time, but yeah, he was there. And Jinwoo, we never did see Jinwoo fight him either, so we just know that he got bodied eventually.
Yeah, he was the one that had his power, I think, or whatever the case may have been. I don't know. I could be wrong. Is it live? You can see the YouTube. Yes. This is really live. Oh, thanks for joining. You're new. But yeah, thanks for joining. This is a actual live stream, and yes, hi. But I'm thinking that is indeed the case. I mean
that sounds right. I just, it happened so quick that,
mhm,
you kind of forget that that's who he was.
mhm.
And I don't know if they had like a panel saying that's who he was, but yeah, that's him.
Okay. So, if that's indeed the case, so let's get to 26 so we can get to these theories really quick, because I think all of our theories just gonna come if or the main topic is gonna be what's gonna happen if he does get this new descendant. So next chapter they end up fighting, which I think 26. I don't think it was really much. I think they started fighting in 26, and then Suho teamed up with the Reaper Guild, and then they was fighting the Scavenger Guild, and then the Magic Beast came out, and pretty much the Reaper Guild and Suho was fighting the Magic Beast, and the Scavenger Guild was like, fuck it, we about to make a breakthrough and go and clear this dungeon. Wasn't really too much, I guess. Like, what do you guys think about just the battle between this Scavenger Guild versus Reaper and Suho? I don't think it was really like a whole bunch of craziness as far as that goes.
I mean, you got your solo action, that's what you want.
Right.
I'm sorry to bring it back to this, but now thinking about it, I think Amut's not kind of like the giant or whatever. Like, there's gonna be a reason he can't leave. Maybe he is gonna be actually tied to the dungeon and goes down with the dungeon. But these are gonna have like a limiter, kind of like a seal does on maybe or a Suho doesn't have enough ability to actually tame him, and maybe he can't pull him out yet, or he just or the system just is basically yo, he's going down with the dungeon. He's disguised as not recruitable. Whatever.
I think
Yeah.
the story's it's basically giving us the answer here that the prophecy was that this person basically controlled the dead or whatever. Suho can, bring shadows to life, but he can't keep them. So I kind of think
I don't know, man. I think what I think is happening is we're getting things retconned as we're going. I really do think he still has Brokey, and I wouldn't be surprised if we see Brokey during the boss battle. That's gonna happen in 29.
You think he's, but
Because
from my understanding, they were I thought maybe he stored some of them in the Shadow Realm or whatever.
no, but in the original, what they originally said was he can only keep shadows for, I think it was 24 hours, and then after that he loses them because he doesn't have shadow storage. And then I think we had talked about this on the pod. You wasn't there, Trent. And then we was but he has goblins, and then it was okay, but he still had the goblins, goblins or whatever. And then it was well, they keep hunting goblins, so maybe he just got some more goblins, right? But I'm there's no way we're gonna have him have Brokey as a shadow just for them to get rid of it in 24 hours. You know what I'm saying? It makes no sense for him to keep the body of Brokey, for him to For him to raise it as a shadow just for him to get rid of it, like the next couple of chapters, I don't really see that being a possible thing.
He gone,
I mean,
bro. Just let it go.
I don't think so,
it
bro.
could be because it could have been like, yo, I need to, he's made it stored it for that one-time use, But at the same time, I can also see them being, retconning and being like, he also will not retcon it, but they could just literally say on one of these levels he gained shadow storage.
That is true. That is true.
We're getting shadow storage right here.
You could plot hole it and be like, yeah, he during the levels that he was gaining, he ended up getting shadow storage, and it just never said it.
No, what I'm saying is that he's gonna get shadow storage from this quest right here, and then that would once you get shadow storage, once you make someone a shadow, because you might have to kill him because he can't actually leave, then he's gonna be at a lower level because every shadow starts at a lower level. So then he won't be S rank anymore.
Watch, he's still gonna have broken.
He ain't got Brokey, man. Brokey done.
Well, why?
Why?
You gotta let Brokey go.
How will he kill him? Is the guy gonna kill himself?
Watch. That is true.
No, you
Well,
don't remember
well,
what happened to the giant?
Well, technically, a mud doesn't have to be a shadow.
He's a descendant, yes.
Yeah, he doesn't have to be a shadow.
Yeah, that's true.
But the boss, I think his name was Sika. He, once we kill him, because we had to kill him in order to beat the dungeon and to clear it, he's gonna be a shadow.
You got to. He's too cool looking. I mean, that'd be a great design right there.
But I mean, we've seen cool looking creatures, and Jinwoo never resurrected them as well.
Yeah, you're right.
So that's not necessarily a thing.
I'm just trying to figure out a good way to nerf a mutt, and that would be a good way to do it because I mean, he killed the giant monarch, but he was in chains, and maybe he might do the same thing, or maybe not. But you can't have an S rank running around with you
Unless a mutt's descendant power is nerfed and not a mutt himself.
Yeah, but when you bring him out on any battlefield, like
I mean, yeah, pretty much. But unless, I mean, I'm just trying to think of ways he could potentially be nerfed, but also at the same time, what if when Suho clears the dungeon, a mutt still can't escape the dungeon and he's trapped forever in the dungeon, leaving Suho without this particular descendant? Or Suho clears the dungeon, a mutt can't escape the chains that the spellcaster placed on him, and he ends up dying in the dungeon, and Suho resurrect a mutt as a shadow, which technically nerfs him, but because he's a descendant, he also gets a descendant power, which is also going to technically be nerfed.
okay, they got to nerf him somehow. That's just my understanding. But at the same time, the question.
Go ahead, Trent.
That wasn't me.
Oh, so at the same time, the question is,
Okay, well-
when they make this sort of descendant contract, not descendant, descendant contract, does that make Suho have any type of, command over them, or is just because you can let a mutt out, he just start killing everything that he sees. Can he stop him?
No, not
So
currently.
I'm saying, no, I'm talking about when he makes the contract as he makes him a descendant.
Yeah,
Yeah, it'll be
Contract.
it'll be something in the contract.
Yeah, so can he do that? Because as of right now, I mean, Asil just happens to be loyal to the Shadow Monarch and the Shadow Monarch's kid, and Gray is just basically a dog. So
unless it's kind of like when you resurrect shadows, they become loyal to a fault, and the descendant, when they become a companion, they're the same way. Although
that's what I'm hoping.
they're supposed to technically have moods where you have to keep them happy, because when he originally got Gray as a companion and he was overworking Gray, it gave him a notification that said Gray is unhappy or something like that. So technically he would still have to keep him happy to a certain extent.
Yeah.
Which
Unless,
may just
unless
be-
they just, they wrote that in, and then it's never gonna apply going forward. So they're just gonna stay happy, no matter what.
Yeah, I mean, because he's gonna free him, and then like if he gives him, if he needs to go kill something, he'll probably tell him go to the Shadow Realm, or probably also help him with big enemies. But the only issue is the scaling, because you know he's at that point he's stronger than anybody we've seen at this point. Well, obviously outside of Thomas Andre, if he's nation ranked, but he's just he's too strong for who we got on our sites now, and he's really too strong. It's almost like he shouldn't be, almost like a Pokemon thing. He shouldn't be able to be
right.
Suho's.
True. I don't know, man. I don't know. Let's see where we're at. 27. The Mutt kills old boy from the Scavenger Guild. One shots him. It was kind of embarrassing. He thought he was hot shit, and he realized he wasn't shit. Poor guy.
Well, you can't throw an S rank in there. That's what happened to everybody with Beru. They done.
Well, in his defense, he didn't know. He didn't know he was gonna get one shot at, But he went up there, big and bold and whatnot. He just got his issue, unfortunately for him.
Yeah.
And the rest of the guild got their issue because they tried to go and help, and yeah, it didn't work. So yeah, it was bad. It was bad. But I do think it was interesting that a Mutt pretty much can tell every creature in the dungeon to get the fuck out, and they just do it on command.
Yeah, he's not even a dungeon boss. That's the thing about it.
Exactly. He's not even a dungeon boss.
So the thing about it is, of course, that means he's stronger than dungeon boss, which is not going to move from his lair down there.
Here's the thing: is that an assumption? Like, do you think that in the next couple chapters we're going to find out that that's an assumption, that was a false assumption? Maybe he was chained in there for a different reason. Because I just don't see, I almost thought towards that last couple panels when he was, going into that, just basically it was the last chapter in the last couple panels. I assumed the guy he was beating up, I was thinking, oh, okay, they're just going to show us he's going to blow through this dungeon boss real quick, and then we're going to get back to the Amut thing real quick. But, there were just like little minions before the boss. So I'm thinking this has to be, there's got to be some type of trick or specialty to this guy, to make him somewhat of a threat compared to a Mutt. Or
I don't really think the dungeon boss is the threat. I just think he's just there for the dungeon. I think if a Mutt could have made it to the dungeon boss, a Mutt would have defeated him easily. The problem is he can't get there.
Yeah, I just think it'd be better for a better story if the dungeon boss has something else to do with it, or maybe even has something to do with whoever tied him up in there. Because again, if Sungju or Suho is just gonna go mop him in this next chapter, they've kind of done that towards the end of this one. So I feel like he's gonna struggle with him at some, to some degree. I mean, obviously he was already weaker than a Mutt in the first place, but I don't know. There's still got to be something about it that's like, that kind of puts, a fear in him, or I think they would have, just blown through it, and just chalked it up to, him blowing through the next guy.
Well, I mean, I think it's going to be a high difficulty fight, of course, because I think the dungeon in itself was it an A rank dungeon, a B rank dungeon in general? I can't remember.
Did they say what rank? I want to say they said it was a B rank dungeon.
Well, either way, if it's A ranked or B ranked,
yeah,
you're not. If you have an S ranked monster that's not supposed to be there, and for some reason your equipment can't, detect that it's there, then yeah, that means that the dungeon boss that's there is not as strong. So he's not gonna move around. He's not gonna go up there because he's gonna die. You know, it's just one of those situations. And just remember, Suho's only what, B rank right now? B rank, and
I think Beru said barely B rank.
yeah, obviously
So I think
barely
he's
B rank. So
yeah, he said he barely B rank.
I feel he has some trouble with the boss, but it's not. I don't know if it's gonna be. It just looks too cool not to have a full chapter of a fight, but
I don't know. We've seen bosses off screen before, so it's not out of the realm of possibility.
That's what I'm saying. He looks too. There's got to be both points stand. I feel like if he was gonna get mopped, they should just chalk him up in the last chapter, so we could get back to a mud coming into the next one. If, but something, I think there is something with this guy because not only does he look cool, let's just get him the ominous, towards the end,
Right.
But I guess to your point, with the snake guys and stuff like that, I guess I can't remember how original song like solo leveling went, but I think when we fought the big snake or the big centipede and shit like that, like it was similar. Like it still kind of looked ominous. But I guess at that point we were also, it was also around his level. So yeah, this guy's got to be something.
I mean, he can be something, but he can still get off screen. I don't think they will off screen him. I think they will show what his abilities are. It's just how much screen time does he actually get? Because you can just show, him attacking Suho and then Suho jumping around, dodging, and then, a couple of moves later, Kasaka's dagger poisons him and paralyzes him, and then he goes ahead and go for the kill with all his strength, all his all his attributes and his strength, and then just punches him and kills him.
it's gonna be whatever Sill's power is. Because they previewed it.
That is true because she wanted him to use her power. So this could be a time.
What you mean?
Well, remember at the beginning when
she didn't use when he didn't use hers, but
yeah, she wanted him to use her power, and I want to say that was during the guild battle, the small guild skirmish, but he decided not to. So this could be the time where he actually tries to do it again, especially since she's leveled up a bit. So maybe that's a thing.
I would for sure say so, but it's kind of hitting towards it, so I'm going that way.
Go. Hey, go ahead. Go with it.
Yeah, I guess we'll see.
And the butt's huge. Like, just, just 28. Like, he's huge. He's strong. Suho don't stand a chance.
Oof.
No, he don't. He definitely do not stand a chance if they were to fight.
I don't really understand the personality thing, though. It's like Tarnak taught me to be this way, and if you don't answer my question as soon as I ask it, then I'm gonna kill you.
I'll kill you, yeah.
Well, I mean, it's his offense. He said that's all he ever knew. So,
I guess I think it was kind of a waste to use the healing ability or the reward out of nowhere. Did he do it with it? I thought he was about to go and scrap with him for a second, but now he healed and that was it.
True.
Didn't even try to fight him. Did they even fight, really?
Who?
Suho and what? Yeah.
No. He dodged a couple hits and that was about it.
Well, he ain't dodged one. One of them, he got hit and he almost died.
Yeah. Yeah, so no, he ain't really. They definitely didn't fight. He knew off the top he would die.
Oh yeah, he knew off rip he was getting bodied.
So does it make sense for him to be able to break the chains, but get dragged back into the whatever it is, the pyramid, temple, whatever?
I mean, I guess Suho's like, he probably didn't say that for no reason, but I'm just thinking like, maybe, because we've also seen Jinwoo have ideas on how to, revive or add, whoever to his party and it not work. So I'm thinking, maybe, just maybe, he's got an idea to bring somebody super strong into his party that we think is going to, be his fucking, his next thing. Because we thought, okay, he gets, we thought Sung Jinwoo gets Kamish, it's a wrap, and that didn't happen. So I'm thinking maybe, what if it's something like this? But I mean, there is a system designated thing for him, so it probably.
Well, that is true, but I'm talking about whenever he left the barrier and those chains formed again, like they regenerated.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, what are you saying? Like, for you?
So I'm saying like he's able to break the chains at will.
Yeah.
For some reason, when he left the barrier, the chains drug him back into the temple, and then he immediately got mad and broke them again. You're like what? How the chains keeping you here if you can just break them?
But it's also the barrier that
Right.
sends him back into the chains.
Yeah, he can break them, but he can only go so far.
It's like, so it's like, even at first I said, what's the point? But now I'm thinking about it, it's like even more torture. So he can go in, he may be able to even catch a couple bodies for people who, he's almost like but what if there is something else in this dungeon, because he's almost like a deterrent to stop somebody from even getting to the final boss. And obviously this thing had something about this dungeon has to do with prophecy and shit like that, but I just added that in there. But it's almost more torturous to be like, I can only get this far and I'm going to get shot right back into the chains.
Mm-hmm. And who knows how long he's actually been there.
Right. So maybe if he breaks them as the chains are fucking like, or as the dungeon's closing, he won't.
Hey, who is is that the stone statue musician they're talking about, the spellcaster?
Don't know. They just said spellcaster. I don't think we ever met a spellcaster.
The creator of the system the first time, he had kind of like a hood on too, didn't he?
The architect?
Architect?
Yeah.
I mean, that was the architect just took the body of the. Well, no. Yeah, or the stone statue.
Yeah, but it had a hood on too, did it not?
I mean, it had
the wings.
It had a crown.
A crown?
Yeah, it was the stone statue, the big smiley one.
No, he's talking about the one that Sung Jinwoo was actually fighting.
Yeah, they had the little tablet. Yeah, that one.
Yeah, it was the one that was holding the book. It was the hooded one.
Yeah.
So he said that.
But no, I don't think that wasn't a spellcaster though. At least the one that they showed in the chapter. This was a completely different thing. At first I thought it was a woman, but then I had to go back because they said he later, and then I had to go back and I'm like, okay, well it does.
They showed iron bodies and they showed a person in the hood.
Yeah, but I don't think so. Because they showed him in a hood, but they also showed like the hair and stuff from the spellcaster.
Right.
So it wasn't just, the hood. They showed the hair and stuff too. So that's why I don't necessarily think they the same people. I mean, for all we know, the spellcaster isn't even a monarch. It's just a person maybe that was working for the monarchs.
Yeah, but what would be strong enough at this point to do that? Like, we haven't introduced to anything besides the monarchs and the architect and the rulers. If it's a callback to something, then I'm not sure what it would be.
I have no idea.
I'm about to say, I can't even find it right now.
I'm trying to think. I'm like, I can't think of nothing. If it is a callback to something, even if, I don't know, I guess it depends, because it was a lot of things in Solo that was left out clearly that wasn't really touched on a lot. So you could obviously just kind of write that in if it is a callback to something, like this was hinted in this chapter, but it was never like mentioned or brought up. Or it could just be something brand new. Because even though they're doing callbacks, the callbacks kind of really don't matter in this series. Like
They
everything
really don't.
everything that we pretty much know from the original really doesn't matter in this one because it's useless information. So yeah, even if it is a callback, I don't think it even matter because obviously from the stuff we know, the shit don't matter.
Okay, they don't show his face at all or hair.
Yeah. Okay, so
Because that's in chapter 28, kind of like towards the middle of the chapter.
yeah, but I don't think he was a spellcaster though.
I mean, if you want to call somebody a spellcaster, a person who, I don't know, thinks you use magic to do things, I mean, is the system not a spell in general? I mean, making stone statues move. I mean, who knows?
Yeah, who knows? I know I don't.
So, how many instances do we have that the quest changes? Besides, the Jinwoo's quest to kill somebody because they showed too much, killing
Often.
intent. That happens a lot.
I would say so. How many times we get an urgent quest? Maybe
Twice.
maybe I'm biased over just both and webtoons and just the genre in which I normally am reading is normally something along those lines. But I do feel like plenty of times there's I won't say plenty, but like couple.
I mean, we're in the middle of it. Suho doesn't seem to have very much to do with the quest changing, if I'm not mistaken.
Mm-hmm.
And it's just weird that, why did the quest change? He's a descendant, of course, but like, why did it change?
That don't know. The only thing it probably was maybe it changed because it wasn't supposed to be a descendant at this dungeon. Maybe a Mutt wasn't originally supposed to be here.
That's what I mean. That's why they said that the gate was only like a B or A rank gate because if he was there, it definitely been an S rank gate. But
if he wasn't supposed to be there, that could be just So that's could be a reason why the quest changed.
Hold on, what was the original emergency quest? It was
the original quest was. I will have to go back because I do not remember.
The original quest was to.
I don't even
I think it was to investigate something, and then I can't remember what it changed to either.
What chapter was that anyway?
I mean, it had to be 24-ish at the end when they get ready. They got back to the Shadow Realm and the Shadow Realm.
Okay, it said dimensional rift. A dimensional rift has been detected. Enter the connected gate and eliminate whatever is causing it. That was it. That was the urgent quest.
And then it changed to what?
And it changed to
So eliminate what caused the dimensional rift.
Yeah, eliminate what caused the dimensional rift.
And then I think it changed to.
I think that was it. Because it only changed once.
Yeah, it changed to something.
I think that was it, huh? I think it was just eliminate.
Because he's looking at the quest, and then for some reason, he started trying to. He found out that he was a descendant. Then the whole thing changed to basically get not broke, get a butt on your side.
Yeah, so pretty much, it was just find out what's causing it, and then it changed to eliminate whatever is causing it. And that was pretty much it. So I guess we're assuming a Mutt it caused a dimensional rift, maybe, maybe I don't know. I have no idea.
It feels kind of weird for the system to say eliminate something that you aren't strong enough to eliminate.
That is true.
I mean, Jinwoo was either at that level or close enough to it, or had some sort of ability to eliminate it. But Suho don't. He can't beat him
Yeah.
up, whatever power he uses,
He was
unless a seals, situation, whatever her power is, could have done it.
I don't even think that would be enough because it's still not even strong enough to even give off that much power for him to beat him up. I don't know. I don't know.
I don't know. Dude.
I don't know. But shit. I mean, I guess based off the 4 chapters, man, what y'all give it a scale of 1 to 10?
JC, you go first.
Throwing out my biases towards the original series. It's got to throw them out. It's like you can't use them.
All right.
I'm gonna give these a 9. Most of my ratings have been 8.5. I'll give them a 9 because I enjoyed these better than the last ones.
Okay. No. What about you, Trent?
Yeah, wait. Say the number again.
9.
I was gonna say 8.
An 8.
And that really was with no hate. I can't say I haven't been nigh and wooed, but within the stretch I have, but at the same time I've also been a little lulled. So like when you think about it, it's like, okay, I mean, we've gotten places, we've also dragged a couple things out. So yeah, I'll leave it at 8.
Okay. I'll probably go middle and just do 8.5. I'll just middle it out.
Beru getting on my nerves, by the way.
Pick a side. Boo, balance.
Beru's getting on my nerves. The little comedy skit that he's been doing is getting old.
Getting old quick.
Yeah, it's like, he was there to watch him while he went down. Suho went to go, fight the boss. And
why though? Because the mud ain't going nowhere.
Yeah, I don't know, but I have no idea. But he called him a fly, and he's like, "I'll kill you. I'm a martial level. You're not a martial level right now, man. What can you really do?"
What if? No, see that him being a descendant. And here's the thing: how many descendant friends slots do we have? 6.
Depends on how many monarchs there were. I can't remember.
No, there couldn't have been one for every monarch, was there?
Well, they're the monarch's ascendant, so.
Right, but I'm just saying we didn't even run into every. I just thought that there was however many slots. We never saw all the monarchs, so I'm assuming we're not gonna see all the monarchs. Freaking descendants. I could be wrong. I can't remember how many slots there were, so don't quote me. Or monarchs, but I was gonna say, it's probably because he's a descendant that still solidifies him in the story going forward. But what if Beru feeds on him at some art instead?
Talking about on Suho?
On
a mud?
Yeah. Like what if a mud does die?
You can't get Beru's powers back. That's not. You want a story to happen. That's why he's still staying weak. He can't. That can't happen. So this is like a good one shot, and then he goes back to that chibi form. But Beru he's kind of useless right now.
That's true. But I guess since before we wrap up and head on out, how y'all liking T-Bait, man? New studio, new art studio again after coming back from a long hiatus. How we liking T-Bait? Like love it.
Oh, don't spoil.
No spoilers.
Yeah, I am nowhere. I don't even know where I was at. I gotta find where I was at, but I do plan on catching up. But is it worth catching up? That's my question.
I mean, I don't know where you're at.
How'd you pause that long? I don't know why he paused that long.
Who,
right,
me?
both of you scared
No,
me with that.
I was just like, I was just, well, because if you're like only 1 or 2 chapters behind, I mean,
Nah, he's
No,
more
I
than
wouldn't
that.
even bother saying that if I was only 1 or 2 chapters behind.
oh,
But
well, that's what I'm saying. I
What do you
mean,
remember stopping?
yeah, that's why I'm like,
The
what do you
last-
remember?
first of all, I remember starting to get frustrated because I felt like it was getting wordy. This was a long time ago though, and so my memory shot. I'm sure I'm a little bit further than this, but the last vivid things I remember were side story characters who were following them niggas for a while in the war type shit, and art.
Oh,
Maybe we were really just getting in that that shift back, like him changing and going into like, he had already obviously did the wisdom shit, but like,
You talking about
You know,
when they were doing the flashbacks?
I think he was with the girl in a wheelchair or something. I can't like, and I remember that portion, and I also
oh, it's not a wheelchair, but I know what you're talking about.
yeah, but really the last thing I really remember was following those side characters, and then whatever break we originally had, I think I've stopped from there.
Yeah, we had a break. You remember Tessia had her own group that she was leading. God, I can't remember their names.
Yeah,
Standard.
Yeah, I remember her group though.
Yeah, that's he got back right before Arthur showed up on that. Oh yeah, I can't say.
Oh, okay,
Yeah,
okay,
yeah.
okay. I
You remember
know.
that scene? Yeah.
Yeah. Okay. I mean,
You're not that
regardless.
far behind, honestly.
Yeah, I mean,
There was a whole
regardless.
year break.
Yeah, regardless of where you at, it's worth to catch up. But, yeah, I mean, it's worth catching up.
Just think they had a couple chapters that they changed studio audio. What am I trying to say?
Studio art.
Studio art. This nigga says
That man went all around the globe.
that nigga said everything but the title.
Wow. Wow. Anyways, yeah, they changed that,
Studio audio.
Man.
and then they changed it again to what it is now.
Oh man.
So wait, is it back? Or wait, is it? So
No, it's
fire,
back.
is what you're saying.
Yeah, it's
I'm not even
definitely
gonna.
back.
I'm not even gonna hold you, bro. I haven't been like wowed at the shit. I mean, granted, it's T-Bane. I'm not saying it's bad or anything, but as far as like, when we was originally going through it, I was like, wow, like some crazy type shit. I haven't really been wild, and maybe that's just because of the multiple hiatuses. And
I went crazy over that one chapter.
I mean, I'm not, like I said, I'm not saying it was bad or anything to that nature, but I'm just saying, like, when I'm thinking back on it, after the recency bias leaves, it's like, I was never like, wow, type shit,
What about
recency bias, you can be like, wow, and then 5 days later, you be like, yeah, it was all right, when you going back and looking on it.
Yeah. What about the anime? What y'all think about that?
I mean, I'm gonna watch it. A lot of people don't have faith in the studio they picked. A lot of people say the studio's ass, but
They've done a few things. And,
they based on what I've seen as far as the ratings for everything they've done, it's been ass cheeks.
that's not ass cheeks. It's been average, middle of the road.
It's rated
I
a
thought
4. I think that is not. Hold up.
3 out of 5.
Title? I'm sure they haven't done something as riveting as quintessential quintuplets, but
First of all, quintessential quintuplets is fire, sir. I'm gonna need you to hold that.
It's not fire. I try to watch it again.
It is.
To see.
It is.
Not.
Quintessential quintuplets is fuego. So let's see. All right, Studio ACAT. So let me see this. Okay. So the highest rating they've ever had was a 6.7.
Yeah, that's out of 10, huh?
Yeah. And the lowest they've had was a... Wait, just trying to make sure I'm looking at the right ones. Let me go through it again.
what's the biggest title though? Because these ratings could also be about the anime and not the animation, right?
The rate there, I don't even know what the biggest title. I've never seen none of their titles.
Yeah, I haven't either. I think I might have saw one. Someone said I was like,
I'm-
oh,
I'm gonna be honest, I've never. And the most recent one was, what's the English name for this? The strongest magician in the Demon Lord's army was a human. Everybody said it was a CGI fest.
Oh yeah, I did see that. Okay, so let's just put it this way, right?
And
Well, being honest.
their lowest rating one was a 4.85.
Okay, well, not trash.
Out of,
It's a little trash.
well, no, I lied. The lowest rating one was a 4.7.
Okay, still not
But
a 2.
out of 10, that's trash, JC.
It is trash. It is trash.
Yeah, I'm
Out
already
of 10, that's
gonna
trash.
Oh, sorry, it's not super trash. It's just trash.
It's not a 1, nigga.
Oh, one or a 2.
I mean,
On a 0.
Oh,
They scored like
oh, they scored 4 points. You know, okay.
Yeah. They did that just by putting a name on the title or some shit.
Win is the win right now. Win is the win. We got to take it.
They got that just by signing their name. on
Yeah,
the
what
paper.
studio was it? I'm gonna look it up real quick.
Studio ACAT.
Look, let's just be honest.
Mm-hmm.
It's not gonna be worse. It's not gonna be worse than Tower of God.
Hey, all I gotta say is all y'all was complaining about the original studio for Tower God, and now look what you got. They
And I
changed.
still will.
They changed it,
still
and
will
now
complain
you
about it.
and now you're off even worse. You're even worse
Still,
off.
we did downgrade, but I still complain about that original studio.
But would you rather have the
Are you
original
watching-
studio
are you
right
also
now?
watching? Is that still going on? Is Tower God still going on?
God.
Yeah, the anime still.
It's
Anime's
so
still going.
bad. It's just so bad.
I haven't watched any anime in like forever. I don't remember the last time I watched an episode of
Somebody
anything,
told me
so-
that Tower God was in their top 3 anime. I was like, get the fuck out of here. But
I mean,
you ever watch any anime, bro?
I really haven't, bro. I've been
The
just,
trailer didn't look that bad, to be honest with you.
I've been just like mad busy with work and just trying to find some time to myself to do shit.
Trailer ain't that bad.
I mean, trailers never look bad until the actual shit come out. I ain't gonna lie. When I watched the trailer, I saw that CGI fest at the beginning. I was like, oh shit. Hey, but I take points off CGI. I hate CGI. So if I see it, I'ma automatically dock it. That's just me though, because I hate CGI. I don't care how good it might look to certain people. The shit looks ass to me. I hate it. I hate the movement of it. I hate the look of it. It looks stupid. That's just me.
I can't disagree.
That's just me though. I just hate it. Like I know.
So, oh yeah,
I
my
know
only
some.
point-
I think like the best CGI people kept saying was like the last Trigun thing. I think it was, but
I couldn't even.
but
watch
I
that.
but I
kept
hate
trying.
I hate the CGI. I just hate it.
God,
I hate
it's
CGI
so
in general. It's
mediocre.
ugly. It's so ugly, bro. Like, ugh. But that's
I
just
think
me.
okay. I think Turtle Me fell under the. I don't have enough money to hire a big studio, and this is a studio that met my budget.
Or like I said, like most people, they just happy they shit get animated, bro.
Yeah,
So it could just been one of those things, and it could also been a budget thing, or maybe it was just like out of the studios that were able to do it and wanted to do it, that was the best one.
ain't no way.
I
Well,
mean,
I can't say that every studio is gonna read every novel that comes out. and-
well, I wouldn't say even if they read it, it's just like they might be busy. Mappa takes on a shit ton of work. They're
yeah,
pretty
but they
much packed.
expensive now, right?
I mean, they're expensive, but they still take on a shit ton of work. And and some hit, some don't because they take on too much shit. And then A1 only does one series at a time. The same with Affordable, they only do one series at a time.
Really, I was about to say A1, but I guess I didn't know that.
Yeah, like if you ever notice, A1, like all they ever did was Sayo for the longest time. They never did anything other than Sword Art. This is the first time they've done something outside of Sword Art. In like, hold on, I have to look. Let me fact check.
I'm not even really asking for like top level animation. This not
Okay,
be bad.
so let's see. They've done Sword Art, they've done Erased, but they wasn't working on Sword Art. So during the time when they wasn't working on Sword Art, they did Erased, Your Lie in April, which was amazing. Erased was amazing. Uh, they did Seven Deadly Sins, the first
Mm.
season, not the
Oh, I'm
last
about to
season.
say,
The good season.
I'm about to say that what?
They did Kaguya-sama Lovers War, which everybody loved. They did Darling in the Franks.
I never did finish that. That was good too.
They did Magi, rest in peace, Magi. Needs to come back. And of course, they went back to Solo again. They did Blue Exorcist. Obviously, that's when Solo wasn't. I mean, not Solo. Sayo wasn't in the works when they was working on that. They did Mashley.
What, Mashle?
Mashley, whatever you want to call it. I don't know. But like I said, they pretty much mainly only work on one thing at a time. They don't really work on multiple series that release at the same time. They pretty much do one and then go and do something else. But I guess this might be the first time, probably in a long time, they're probably going to have multiple at one time. Because I think season 2 of Marshall Mashley, whatever you want to call it, comes out around the same time as Solo season 2.
Oh yeah. Do you know of a decently adapted webtoon?
Solo.
Yeah.
I'm about to say I forgot.
I
about
mean,
Not a webtoon, no.
oh, like Naver? The best one was Lookism. As far as like actual adaptation, Lookism was the best from them. As an actual adaptation. That actually followed damn near word for word.
I boycotted Lookism, so
I mean, yaks. I mean, we
no,
gonna see.
I meant to watch it, but I boycotted it for some reason. I don't know.
But viral hit. I mean, I didn't
I
watch.
was watching Viral Hit.
I
Yeah,
didn't
it's-
watch viral hit, so I'm not even gonna pretend like.
It's not bad for it's pretty good, honestly. It's just I just don't like the main character, so
I can't really fault you too much. I'm not like a humongous viral hit fan, so it's whatever for it when it comes to me. But
it's
What-
webtoons had a couple hits.
maybe True Beauty that's currently out now. Maybe that's a good adaptation. I haven't watched it. Like I said, I haven't watched anime in now.
I mean, adaptation with good animation, like
That's why I said maybe True Beauty. I haven't watched it, so I don't know if it's good or not because I haven't watched it.
if you don't, Tower God is just not good. No, I would never. And you know what? It's probably just a story. As of right now, where they're at right now. It's a story.
Honestly, even if it is a story, good art and animation would carry it. Even if it was a story.
Have you seen the Senshu? Like,
But that's
you haven't seen it.
I haven't.
You haven't watched it.
Right.
Just don't watch it.
I mean, I've seen like clips, but I haven't like watched it. I just seen clips and of course, people only show like the worst clips, so I don't know if they had any good parts in it or if that was just one bad
You
part
ain't
in it.
missing nothing.
I don't know. But
Every time he uses his wave techniques, like he's hitting somebody with a splash of water. It's weird. It makes no sense.
hey man. I mean, they pretty much said Shinzo was like water,
Well, yeah, but
technically. I mean, if you want to
you drown to death or what you doing?
if you want to be monkey accurate, technically that's what they said. That's how you said, monkey accurate. Shinzu's like water.
Let's see what did to that. What's his name? Start from the M, maybe Mock.
Who?
Mirik.
Who you talking about?
Benzino, Mirik, something.
You talking about
The
Yurek?
guy's backwards hat. Yeah, the guy's backwards hat.
Yeah, you're right.
Trash. The webtoon did such a good job.
Oh,
like,
you talking about in the anime? I'm like,
Yeah, yeah.
How was
I
you
was
right
like-
trash?
I was waiting for. I was like, here
I
it's about
was
to
like-
get live. I was like,
He-
oh, come on, bro. Like, what did he? Why'd y'all do this to him? Make him seem like he was weird. He was just weird.
I mean, he was kind of weird. I mean, the man was
But
just
still.
sitting in the beast's stomach holding the flower, bro.
He just made it seem like he was so much more powerful in the webtoon, and then the anime was like, I guess.
Hey, man. I don't know, but they have Gosu coming out. They have Omniscient Reader coming out.
I heard about that.
They
one.
have The World After the Fall coming out.
You think Omniscient Reader's gonna do well?
Who's animated again?
I have no idea.
Last time I heard it was Ufotable.
Oh, they put the money
But-
behind it.
I mean, that was last time I heard. Last time I heard it was Ufotable. I haven't, and that was like long before they officially announced the anime. Because I remember I told y'all that. I told y'all right when I told y'all Solo was coming out, I said they're working on Omniscient Reader as well. And that was like, that was probably like 5 years ago. So,
I don't see how that's gonna last.
and during that time, I heard it was Ufotable that was working on it because it was A1 and Ufotable battling for it. A1 ended up taking Solo, and then Ufotable ended up taking Omniscient Reader. Now, granted, that's the last I heard, but like I said, I haven't checked in or looked in on that. But as far as I know, it's maybe still Ufotable. As far as World After the Fall, I have no idea which studio is doing it. It's probably one of their internal studios, maybe working on that. And if Ufotable isn't the one working on Omniscient Reader, it's probably one of their internal studios that they've made, probably going to work on Omniscient Reader as well. And it might be better that way, if I'm being honest, that their internal studio is working on it, because they'll probably give a little more care to it and probably have better use of their time and budget, I would assume. But we'll find out, because the Boxer is one of the animes coming out from them as well, and I think that's under their internal studio as well.
The Boxer.
Did we ever talk about the Death's Game live action?
No, because I have not watched it.
Watch it. Go watch it.
I'm gonna try. I ain't gonna lie to y'all. I've been watching From on Amazon Prime. MGM Plus series. Very good. If
It's on Prime too.
yeah, I
That's
remember
Game on
that.
Prime.
It's on my watch list. It's it's something to watch, but I just never got around to the shit.
It's only like 8 episodes. You'll like it.
Yeah, man. But anything y'all want to say before we head out?
Straight sizzle.
Nope.
Wait. I missed the tail end of what you said about. Are we actually getting an Orb anime or no?
Yes.
But my only issue with these fucking webtoons is, where is the end?
End of
Orb anime will be nasty work, bro. I'll strap in, but like, nigga, that's too much. It's
Is
too
it?
much to keep up with. It really is.
It really is, man. That's why I gotta stop reading Orb. I was like, the finesse god is
That and Tomb Raider's King is amazing. Well, first of all, I saw Tomb Raider's King. I'll get back on.
Tomb Raider's King anime is coming out as well.
But both of those are like too much. It's like, okay, you just keep extending this joint. Tomb Raider's King is a blatant, like, you just keep extending this motherfucker. But
Well, I heard the light novel for Orb is pretty long, so
Orb is great.
No, I was gonna say, so we should have a good bit left, because
That's what I'm
it
saying.
seems like we're maybe like close to the middle or to the halfway point.
oh my, ain't no way.
So what are you thinking?
Yes,
Are you think,
I don't think we're.
do you think
nowhere near there.
Korea, or I don't know how the transition works, but do you think Webtoon is looking for their, One Piece, Dragon Ball Z, they're like, because what's the plan? How do you animate something like that if it's,
You do it seasonal. You do it seasonal.
right? So you want, I just don't,
I
That's
mean,
just so much, bro.
not necessarily because you can fit 1 to 3 chapters in like one episode, so it's not necessarily a lot. And it also depends on how many episodes you're gonna have each season. So if you have like 24 episodes a season, you could fit 3 chapters in one episode. You're
They're
gonna
gonna have to trim a lot of fat because there are a
yeah
lot
yeah
of
you're
sections
yeah
in
you're
order.
gonna trim a lot of fat because a lot of things,
It's
you
rinse and
know,
repeat.
yeah,
A
you
lot of
don't
it is
have to.
yeah.
Yeah, so you don't have to do so. That's also gonna speed it forward. And some of the fight scenes,
Bro,
obviously,
and
you
it's a
can
lot of that shit is
put all of that.
confusing, bro.
You can put all of
With
that
all
in
the
one
fucking
episode.
rules.
So
Bro, a lot of it's confusing. The channels, the rules, the constellations, the coins, the different niggas,
it's not confusing. It's just a lot to remember.
yeah, not confused, but I'm just
Yeah.
saying, like, to be fitting, yeah, I think it'd be confusing to turn into an anime because even now in recent, and I'm caught up now, and I'm on the hood scans now, and and they doing callbacks, and I remember them fakely, but they doing callbacks to early on, and I'm like, yo, how are some niggas gonna remember that though? Like,
I mean, that's what people say about One Piece, and niggas still remember. So
bro, I ain't gonna lie, some niggas on One Piece having impeccable memory. Them niggas talk about
I don't
Fuku.
understand that. That don't make
Yeah, they
that
talk
don't
about
make
Fuku Kudru.
no
They talk about the
damn
whale,
sense.
nigga.
but also that's
I
the
don't know.
same with like people who read Tower God. They remember like, and Tower God gives like a lot of lore in the beginning and throughout, and then they'll go like to chapter fucking 400 and recall a piece of lore that happened in like chapter 10 or something. And I'm just throwing out random chapters,
But
but
Tower of God, their problem is their characters aren't memorable. Like,
I wouldn't
how
I
many
wouldn't
characters
necessarily
in
say-
Tower of God that you just remember? Like,
that I remember. I remember.
like
I feel I remember a good bit.
go and watch that anime and be like, oh yeah, I forgot about this nigga because
I feel
he was here a couple chapters and now he's not. Or these
Uh.
people died and now they're not here anymore. Never referenced again.
I mean, I feel I remember a good bit. I mean, obviously some of them died, but so they don't really matter too much as far as remembrance because they're not relevant after they die. But
Sure, you can add the memories and
I can remember.
Krillin, Krillin died
Yeah, but Krillin came back.
because plot holes.
You have the Dragon Balls. You technically you can never die.
Wasn't there a limit to that eventually?
No, if it was, that's totally left a long time
I
ago.
think there was.
And that totally
And
just went
retcon.
away. Yeah, and retcon.
Yeah.
It went away. It's the ultimate plot armor. Oh, you die, you can just wish him back. With the
Krillin
Dragon
was
Balls.
I don't remember.
I mean, good old Toriyama, rest in peace.
Well, anyway,
But
this is the end of Tower of God, by the way. This got to be it.
Mm-mm. Well, I don't know. I don't know what's going on. I don't know if you hood scanning it or not. So.
Oh no, I quit reading it for a while. I just,
Oh, you talking about the
Oh,
anime?
okay.
You talking about the anime?
It's on
I couldn't
anime.
imagine reading Tower
I'm
God.
a-
Oh, yeah.
I'm probably like 10 chapters behind now. But
Oh, well, I mean, if it gets shitty reviews, it might be the end, or they might just switch it to
So what's
another
the anime
studio.
right now? 24 episoder? It's got to be 24 episodes on this motherfucker.
Don't make
yeah,
me
this
lie.
season 2.
Well, season 2, yeah. It's got to be 24 because it's been weeks.
Don't
Yeah,
make-
it's still going on.
Oh, I have to catch up. My nigga Juvo old Grace.
Yeah, I don't know if you gonna like it.
No, the shit I've seen is the animation is terrible.
yeah,
yeah.
the clips I've seen, the animation is terrible. But then again,
Dude, Blue.
it's
what about Blue
Twitter
Lock?
and Twitter.
Blue Lock.
I've heard Blue Lock season 2 is terrible.
The animation isn't.
What?
I heard
the
animation is ass in Blue Lock too, but
no,
Nah,
the
bro,
season isn't
nah.
bad. The animation isn't as good as the first one. They are
Nah,
doing a
it's
little
good.
bit more. They're exaggerating with the fact that they're doing like the still. They are doing more still screen shit.
but that's why I said
But,
I haven't watched it, so I'm just going off of
I
Twitter.
love Blue Lock.
Which
I
Twitter
don't know.
obviously is going to show you the worst of the worst and only the best of the best. They're never going to show you like,
I don't mind the
full thing.
stills, honestly.
Right, yeah. But with how Blue Lock is right now, I don't mind it at all. I'm still very much into it.
I mind the stills. It just depends on how egregious it is. That's all I can say. It just really would depend how egregious the stills are.
Nah, we good on Blue Lock.
Like if it's a whole episode and niggas doing a slideshow, bro, I'm gonna be pissed. I ain't even gonna hold you.
I don't think it's that egregious, but it's noticeable though. I can't lie to you.
That's what I'm saying. Like if it's a whole episode of a PowerPoint, dog, I promise I'm turning that shit off and never watching it again.
It ain't that.
Okay.
At least not yet.
That man said, at least not yet. It's not that, but it has the potential.
Yeah, it does.
It has the potential to become that. Oh my goodness, that's horrible. That is horrible. But I don't know, man. Like I said, maybe if they get paid more, they'll stop doing CGI and still shots. Who knows?
It is a little bit CGI in there too. Now I'm thinking about it. Some of the wider shots when they're just running.
Oh, that's so ugly, bro. Like, I don't know if I want to watch it, bro. I think I'm just gonna remember the good times.
I mean, it's no Haikyuu or nothing, but you know, how much is?
Don't.
Or Ace of Diamonds.
Ace of Diamonds is coming back though, which is the
Oh,
GOAT.
what?
Yep, Ace of Diamonds is returning, and I think Madhouse is coming back and doing it.
Oh, about time. Oh, I've been waiting.
So yeah, we in here. Yeah, the greatest sports series out here from Japan. I don't care what nobody say. Ace of Diamonds, the best sports series out of Japan. Fight me.
Stop it. We're
Fight
not
me.
even. I'm not. I'm on.
Fight me.
No.
Hey,
IQ.
No. Ace
Blue
of,
Lock.
Ace of Diamonds.
Haikyuu is so good, man. High School is so
Ace
good.
of Diamonds shit on Haikyuu, bro.
I'm not even entertaining.
I can't comment on Blue Lock because I haven't read Blue Lock in I don't know how long. Like the last thing I remember in Blue Lock was pretty much where the anime is. So I don't even know if
I'm
Blue
not
Lock.
even understanding that.
Right. I don't know if Blue Lock fell off. I don't know if it's still going on strong manga wise, but
IQ.
that's cute.
Wow.
Haikyuu, that's cute. Poor
Hasn't your series been on for like hellas?
What series?
Right? Like, what's up with Blue? Like, Ace of Diamond, has that been on for forever?
I don't even know if the manga's still going. I'm not even gonna hold you.
It is.
I've never read the manga, so I can't even tell you if the shit going or if it's not going.
It's greatness, but still, it is. I think it's. I'm 90% sure it's still going.
Yeah,
I'm so far behind that I just I was like, damn it, like 100 chapters behind.
right. I don't even know if the shit's still going. So I'm not even gonna lie to you.
All right, boys. Daylight savings time kicking my ass. I got like one episode of anime, and man, I'm gonna pass out.
Yep, go ahead, bro. We about to hop out. All right.
All right, boys.
Appreciate y'all stopping by. Let us know what's your favorite sports anime or manga in the comment section below. Also, let us know what you guys think about all of the webtoon anime adaptations coming out. Also, how do you feel about Solo Ragnarok, where it currently is? Almost 30 chapters in. Like it, love it, hate it. Let us know in the comment, and we will catch y'all next time. Peace.
Peace. Ouch.